I have to tell you a beautiful story about this dress. I was at that moment in the 50s at Jean de Say. He was a very well-known designer in Paris. And one day, one directress, sale lady, she came in my studio and she was desesperated because she said, Mr. de Say is not there and I must send a drawing for a beautiful dress for Maria Felix. I start to draw automatically the drape. They were very dear to me because I learned it in this fashion house. So I did this dress in white lace with all the embroidery, with this drape in several tones of pink, dark pink, light pink. The chiffon dresses in the 50s, in that period, they used to be just chiffon. And that day, I don't know, in my creativity mind, I said, my gosh, I would love to mix it with something else. And I found this beautiful lace, and I did mix all the little drape with this white lace, with all the flowers made in pearl, with some diamond in the middle, and some little pearl. Then they do like a sort of fringes. They move like they were real flower. The drape so refined, every little pleat together is something very, very important to know. Because the girl, she put on top of the mannequin, she put layer of chiffon. She stretched the chiffon on top of the body, and she put thousands of little pins to block the material. She has to do 1 point and 1 pin out, 1 point and 1 pin out. It's a huge, huge work.
We invented what was called licensing. Valentino came out with this idea of his logo, of a V. He chose the V at the beginning as a sign because he thought it was pretty as a geometric sign to cut a pocket to put on Bert. He never imagined that he did create the logomania. It was enough to put a V on a chair, on a belt, on a coat, and would become Valentino and would become sellable. I always thought that when you have a Valentino who is also an amazing, iconic figure, and when you have somebody who does a couture the way he does, if you do things just to make money, you have always this kind of umbrella which help to establish a certain prestige. So I always thought that we have to start there to become very, very strong in the top, and then down we can make the money. And that's exactly what we did. And that's why the company grew and became very successful and very important. In the 90s, of course, arrived a big company and a big conglomerate. And that is the reason for which at the end of the 90s, we decided to sell. We were a family business. We want to keep as a family business. We went to work with our friends. We didn't want to work with anybody else. So we decided, we are not going to renew. I think in 2008 we quit, and we did. And that's it. And we quit, as Valentino say, when the room was still full, with an amazing celebration, with all our friends around us. And it was a beautiful fairy tale with a beautiful end.